Hey guys, Troy Casey, Certified Health Nut, here at the gym with my friend Scott. He's a gym buddy. I see him here every single day, and he has a unique story. He had an injury, and then I see him lifting weights, doing stuff that I can't do. And so, Scott, thanks for coming on the show today. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, where you grew up, and whatever you want to share.
Sure. So, yeah, was born and raised in Wisconsin and moved all over the country, multiple places. Always found a gym to use wherever we lived. And in 13, moved to Arizona and became a member of Lifetime. Been an active member and very much involved in working out. It always made me feel positive and helped with both my mental and my physical well-being. In 2017, I had a little bit of a drawback. I had to smile when I said an injury. I was diagnosed with throat cancer. It was in my tonsils and on my left side of my throat where they took out about 45 lymph nodes.
Can we see that?
You can't see it anymore. That scar is pretty much, they put it in the crease, so you really can't see that scar on the left hand side. I'll show you another one again. So I went through the treatment. I had the surgery, and then I had radiation and chemotherapy at the same time. And that was, quite honestly, was a ball buster. The radiation was really, the chemo was not fun. I couldn't eat food at the time, one, because of my throat, and two, the chemo, just when you look at food or smell it, it makes you sick. So they put a feeding tube in my stomach, and I took my food in by a syringe. And after the chemo was done, the radiation was done, they did the first PET scan multiple months after that, and everyone was telling me, you're going to be fine, it's going to be all good. Lo and behold, it was now on my right side. So in 18 of March, I had to go back and do another surgery where they went into my right side, the high part of my neck, and they took out about 5 lymph nodes. I didn't think it was that severe. No more chemo, no more radiation, because they thought that was just a few lymph nodes that needed to go out. Everything was doing well. I was getting better. I was feeling good. Had my next PET scan, which showed that it had come back with a vengeance on my right side. And here, if you want, you can see it here on my, went from my, up into my, almost into my brain, through my ear, down through my neck, where they took out every single lymph node I had, all the muscle, all the nerves, and then they also went down into my trap. You can see this shoulder is higher than this shoulder because the trap is actually, the nerve to the trap is gone. The muscle isn't put out, but the nerve is gone, so there's no ability to move that muscle, so it disintegrates basically. That was in 19, and then I've had multiple PET scans after that, and those PET scans have now been negative. So now we're in 2022, and it's been 3 years since that last PET scan that showed no cancer. So I get a little nervous every time I need to go in for a PET scan because I've had multiple bad ones, but now I've had multiple good ones. So I'm hoping that that they finally, after, and they did radiation on this side as well. And radiation is really a ball buster. It really kind of just burns everything and destroys everything. But, you know, it's like, you want to get rid of the cancer, you got to go through all that bullshit. Excuse my language. But I got through it, I made it, and then all that time, during the whole process of 3 years of fighting cancer, the first time, so many months later, and again, and then the third time, I never stopped working out. I tell people the story I tell Troy when I had this surgery, and it was a pretty major surgery where they really did an aggressive approach to taking everything out of my neck and shoulder. That was on a Wednesday, and on a Saturday, I was in the gym, and just was benching the bar, nothing on the bar, just the bar. And then every week I would add weights to get back. So to give you an idea of where I was when the cancer occurred, I was a 60-year-old man, and I was benching 315, and I was doing 5 sets of 315. So I was really extremely strong, particularly for my age. Now I'm back. I just did today. I did 275. Now I'm 66, and so I'm happy. I'm accepting that.
And you started from the bar.
I started from the bar.
And you worked your way up. And tell people a little bit about what's going on with your trap and your tricep. You have no action. He wears a band around his body.
There's no, this trap is gone, so I can't raise my arm any higher than that. I can use that if I have to change a light bulb or something. I can use that, but there's no muscle to raise that arm or to raise it this way. That's gone. This arm, fine. This arm is just, that's it. I have none. Now, but I can still bench, and I can still curl, and I can do reverse curls, and I can do dips, and I can do a lot of things, but I can't do that. So you work with what you got. And a lot of people would say to me, well, why don't you rehab that? I go, well, you can't rehab something that doesn't exist any longer. It doesn't work that way. So it's gone.
You got to work around it.
Work around it. So you try and build the muscle. So one of the things I did, and I don't know if this photo can show it, when I first had the surgery, it looked like I had half a neck. So on this side, it was half a neck. So what I did is I did shrugs, and I built up, and I don't know what muscle that is there, but I built up that muscle on my neck so it would give it a frame. Because otherwise, when you looked at me, it looked like there was no neck there. But I built up this muscle, so it framed the whole rest of the neck, even though this is all sunken in. That muscle built up and gave my neck a frame. So
what exercise did you do?
I just did shrugs for that. I just did shrugs and pull up, and it really built up that neck muscle, and it gave me somewhat of a frame. And then while doing shrugs, I can still continue to build this trap and strengthen this side. So all that being said, it's just that all that time it was my ability to get my body back to where I wanted it to be, and it was the one thing I could control. I couldn't control the cancer. It was in my body. It was going to do what it wanted to do. Surgeons and doctors worked on cutting it out and poisoning it out with chemo and burning it out with radiation. But I could control my body otherwise by working out. So that's why when I tell Troy, workout is so important to control your body and your well-being, your head, making sure when I leave here, I feel like, okay, that was a good day. I weigh myself every day because I don't eat food. I have to drink everything. And it's kind of a pain in the ass not to have food anymore, but I weigh myself to make sure that I'm keeping my body weight at the weight it needs to be. And if I'm a little low, then I drink more of my high-calorie intake, my high-calorie fluids. And if it's good, I can feel, okay, I don't have to drink that crap. But it's part of the process of staying alive. That was working out. So anyway, it gets me a little emotional thinking about it. I apologize for that. But
no, that's totally understandable, Scott. And yeah, I mean, it is emotional. What's emotional for me is to see someone like you really stand up and do whatever it takes to help yourself feel better mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. What's your big message to everyone out there?
My message is two messages. One, men, if you feel there's something not quite right, go see a doctor. I thought I was Superman. I was incredible. I didn't even have a doctor. I never really needed one. I was always healthy. I worked out all the time. I was feeling strong, and I knew there was something wrong with my throat, and I put it off. And by the time I went to actually have it checked out, I was already stage 4. So if they would have caught it much earlier, it would have been not nearly severe. It would have been a lot less severe. So my message is, something's not clicking right. Don't be here. Go and see a doctor, have it checked out. And 2, don't stop working out. I know work's important to everybody. Everyone has, to get that paycheck, to pay the bills. But find time, whether it's early in the morning, late at night, whatever it is, get in the gym and find people like Troy in here that can help you to get through the workouts and do what you need to do for your body, because no one else is going to do that. And that will make all the difference in the world in how you feel. So just those things. Get checked out when you need to get checked out, and then take care of your body by, working out and eating the right things. I was not a good eater. That's probably part of my problem as well. I don't have that problem anymore because everything I do is drinking my meals, but make sure you eat properly and you work out and take care of your body when there's something wrong with it. Get it to your doctor. And that's it.
Thank you so much, Scott. This will help a lot of people. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate that I see you in here every day. You are my motivation, brother.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My